Hello, monstersAbound here, and welcome back to Total War 3 Kingdoms, 8 Princes, and my Sima Yue campaign, where we're currently trying to deal with Sima Ai, who apparently has 9 lives, because every time we kill him, he comes back. God damn it. Never mind, we're moving on his capital here. Is this capital? Yes, his capital is capital, because it has star, is capital. So that's his capital at Changsha, but he does have a couple of... Well, is it really? There's a couple of armies there. We're going to try and lure them out, see if we can deal with them. Meanwhile, we've got Sima Ai down here, and being backed up by Sima Jinwen, who is our daughter. I think, is that our firstborn? Well, secondborn technically, but where are we? Yep, secondborn, married to Zhao Xiaotain for no particular reason. Technically, our firstborn is Sima Ai, who's here, who now works as Sima Liang after we got rid of him and replaced him with Li Hun, who is just better, basically, just a better person. So, a bit harsh, but fair. In other news, we've also, if we go back to the family tree here, now Sima Cow here, he's got a lot of children. I don't know where these children have come from. My deepening paranoia about how much of my court are spies, I'm thinking... Are these spies? Are all these children spies? Where do they come from, Sima Cow? Are you a spy? Is this actually your network of spies? Can I get rid of children? No, can't do anything with children. Probably good. But is it wrong to throw children out onto the street because of my deepening paranoia? And is it paranoia if they're actually out to get you? Good question. Well, won't worry about that too much. How old is the oldest of those? 11. I mean, it's going to be bloody ages before they're actually any use. How old are you? You're 18. Okay, you'll be along fairly soon. And you're a strategist, which is quite useful because we're kind of got a lack of strategists. They all turn out to be maniacal, evil lunatics, unfortunately. Classic strategists. But that does mean that I kind of need more strategists. So actually having another strategist, pretty good. Quite nice. I've got you... I don't know where you came from, though. You're reckless, lumbering, and clever. You look quite smug as well. I don't know if I like you. You're 48. Well, I guess you'll keep you. I don't even know where you came from. We don't have a strategist in this army. Oh, no, we do. Wait, is that the strategist I was literally just talking about? Yes, it is. Okay, well, that's that strategist then. Okay. You see, we're having to hire strategists that aren't particularly very good just because they're the only person that isn't likely to try and take over our empire from below. Basically, we don't want to be hiring any Jafars from Aladdin because that's not good. Plus, the talking parrots are just obnoxious, just annoying. But look at this, we're omnipresent with influence. Holy shit! So we get +1 mind alignment per turn, which is really, really nice. So you've actually got that +20% ammunition, which is good. More research rate, that's also very, very good. And more building upkeep reduction, less corruption, research, construction. I mean, it's all good. It's all good. Can we actually use that for anything? That's my thinking. What? You know what? I don't really care. So what with you? I'm kind of okay with that. Sima Ai has a lot of vassals, but I think they're mostly all got independence, so I think Sima Ai can ask them to join war, but they won't necessarily do it.
We are listening.
Yeah, so I can increase or reduce influence. But to be honest, I kind of don't really care. I'm kind of friends with all the people I want to be friends with, and enemies all the people that I'm fine with, so I don't actually need to use the influence or anything, so I'm pretty happy with just having the bonuses. That's good. I'll take that. Okay, we're making big money, and we should be making even more money next turn when we get a -15% retinue upkeep reduction from tech. So, all very good. So, our allies in the north are fairly happy with us. They're kind of doing their own thing. They're coming down to help us as well, which is nice. And we've managed to peace out with Blue Boy, Sima Ying. He kept asking for peace, and my allies were like, no. And then I said to my allies, should we make peace with them? And they were like, yeah, sure, why not? I don't quite know what the difference was, but I guess that works, and that's fine. We're moving up to take the tool maker at Tong'an. So we can grab that, and that leaves this enemy faction with just a couple of settlements left over, actually, so that's pretty good. Zhou Ru requests their master Sima Zhong go to war with the Jin Empire. Okay, sure, that's fine. Sima Chan has apparently come of age. Good, he grew up quite quickly and got a little moustache, that's nice. We've got the Imperial Office, so that's reduction in retinue upkeep, and look at how much money we're making, holy shit. And Cao Su apparently, and Zhao Xiaotain making friends, that's nice. Traits gained.
Reject corruption.
I try to. Okay, you're creative now. Fine. Is that good? That's probably good. So we've got the retinue upkeep reduction. We've also got these guys, Protectors of Heaven. So these guys are archer and glaive infantry. So they have, are they? No, they're just infantry, aren't they? They're just glaive infantry. Who are the shooty boys? Who are shooty boys? Oh, that's these guys, isn't it? Azure Dragons. There we go. Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, the Protectors of Heaven are just glaive infantry. They're heavy glaive infantry, though, so they're really good. So let's get the Taoist Alchemy, because that's going to give us construction reduction, more income from industry, all that kind of good stuff. It's also going to let us upgrade our mines. We've got a few mines that do need upgrading, so we probably should be doing that. Let's upgrade. Nobles are fairly happy. We'll upgrade that. That should reduce our corruption. Corruption is currently at 0%, though, so we don't really need to do it, but... Let's go ahead and do it anyway. That will make nobles happy, which is, fine, I guess. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we can build that. Let's do that. We actually, buildings cost a lot to upgrade. It burns through our income really quickly. More food? We've got 78 food a turn, which is awesome, really. We could build up some more cities, should we desire. I kind of feel like the North remembers. Also, more corruption reduction? Yeah, we could do with it. Let's do that. That's going to use all of our pennies. So, you are wandering off. Which I'm kind of okay with. Do I want to quick... I can't hit... Well, no, I can hit Changsha, can't I? Because I've got the trebuchets. If we hit it quickly enough, here's what we could do. We could move this army over here.
The forest is live. Hear the birds sing.
I know, it's really nice. It's more crickets at the moment, though. If we move you here, we could set up an ambush.
I cannot.
We could then lay siege. Is this army good enough to take on the garrison as well? What's the garrison? It's not a big garrison, is it?
Absolutely not.
It's not a very good army either.
Deflect with shield,
okay. Now this is assuming they don't have any... Do we have spies in Sima Ai's... No, we've got spies in the Jin. That's right, because our spy in Sima Ai apparently liked Sima Ai so much he defected. Jerk.
Truth is an unquenchable flame.
Oh, it really is, isn't it? Love a bit of truth. Can we... I want you to move... If we go... Right, if we go here...
Marching.
If we then lay an ambush, if you come back along the road, we can jump you. Then we go and hopefully lay siege over here.
Victory belongs to us.
Now, assuming this works, and they've got no other armies, they should see this army and come running back, hit our ambush. At that point, they're on their own. Then we can move this army. This almost sounds like I know what I'm fucking doing, doesn't it? This almost sounds like I've got an actual plan. Holy shit, this might be the first time ever. Oh, this is exciting. Never had a plan before.
For reunification.
Okay, let's go and grab the toolmaker.
Strike as one.
Yeah, strike as one. Oh, really? Ah, you'd be alright.
Each victory brings stability to the realm.
It does, doesn't it? There we go. More money.
It will prosper for the better under my rule.
Yes, well, maybe. I mean, let's
My
not...
lord, I answer your request.
Thanks. Diligence. More melee evasion for melee infantry would be quite nice. Do we do that? Where is... Oh, you've already got zeal, so that's fine. Charge bonus. I mean, I guess more melee. Yeah, let's do something like that. So we've got this one. This is quite nice. Let's go with more noble support, because that'll be useful. And we've got this army heading through. We can head into enemy territory. So there's their army. I think they've got another army somewhere, but I think that's all they've got. So we're mopping them up pretty quickly. We've actually got more money. We could spend that. You know what we should do is probably sell some food, shouldn't we? Can we see who's happy with us? Oh, right, because, right, if we do faction grouping... No, that's the wrong... Okay, well, Sima Zhong, how are you doing for food? You've got minus 11 food, so you could...
Well met.
If I make... offer food trade... Yeah, you really like that idea, don't you? Because you're starving to death. Yes. Fun. Okay, could I... Do you have anything? No, the AI never has any. I was really hopeful they'd have fixed that, but apparently no. We can request regular payments. So you can give us all your money. Thanks very much. In exchange for not starving to death, which I think is fair. I think it's fair. He may change his mind. Wow, we can make almost 2k a turn from just not making you starve.
We take this as a token of friendship.
Yeah, I mean, you know, debatable. Dominant threats. Oh, I'm considered a military superpower. That's nice.
Welcome, friend.
You've got 5 food, so you're doing okay. You've got minus 1 food, so you're struggling a little bit. You've got 1 food, 7 food. I mean, we could... How's Juro doing? He doesn't have much in the way of food. He's only got 1 province as well, so...
A pleasure.
We can offer food trade. Not 50 food. Oh, you don't want it as much. You're not starving to death. I need people who are starving to death. That's what I need.
Joy to see you.
Again, you're not really starving to death enough to warrant me caring. I reckon I can probably... Very poor, very poor. Ooh, you've got barely nothing.
A pleasure.
If I go offer food trade, so we can stop you from starving, give you 21. Could we vassalize you? Never. Alright, well, you've actually got quite a chunk of territory there. So, can we request regular payments? I might not, you know what, we might try being friends with these guys rather than murdering them. So maybe we could do something like that.
We are obliged to you for this kindness.
No worries, don't mention it. Although obviously keep paying me. Okay, so we're now making 12k a turn, which is, you know, good. Really good. I wanted to get that, so let's get that. 5 turns. Right, let's see if my little plan, my little scheme... Oh, we got twin military G.
To arms!
Where can we use that?
Order!
None of you guys can use that. What about... You could... Oh, you've already got... I know, maybe we should give it to our daughter, because she's just got a paltry little sword, so maybe we can do something like that. Do you want to... No, that's... have one of them. And we don't have any of those, so... That's fine. We've also got a sword I could give someone, but I don't really know who to give it to.
Strike as one!
Oh, what? Actually, does... Hang on. Thinking... Right, no. Continue siege.
Break their spirit!
Yeah, let's do that. Sima... no, Princess Pei. Where's Princess Pei? She's currently not doing anything. Details. Is that a... So if we give that to you... Because you're our advisor, that gives more authority, which means we give more satisfaction. Not that we need more satisfaction, but it's, you know, I mean, you know, anything's good. Right, I'm excited to see if this works. I bet it's all going to blow up in my stupid face. Because that's the kind of thing that happens. Well, I'm excited to see if it does work. Can you imagine? Oh, it'd be so good. I look like a master strategist. Come on. Oh, it fucking worked. A valiant defeat. I disagree. I love it when a plan comes together. I mean, those guys probably don't quite so much. So we've managed to get a lovely little ambush here, and the front of the enemy marching force is now being cut down. Look how quickly, just being torn to pieces by those crossbows. Absolute savage. Xiaotain has engaged the enemy general. Mano a mano. I think he's got this. He'll be fine. Having completely annihilated the spearmen, we're now concentrating fire on another unit of spearmen. We've also got some yellow dragons just behind them, and they've also got some cataphracts.
Do not waste your chance for vengeance.
Good point.
I will crush you for this insult.
Fair enough. And in the trees, waiting towards the enemy rear, we have our cavalry just waiting for their chance to pounce. Once some of these units have moved forward, our cavalry will charge forward and tear apart the enemy rear, while the enemy front, the vanguard, is trying to break through our line. So cavalry poised. So we've got a couple of spears back here. In fact, 3 units of spears. Our cavalry's now just moving forward, waiting to pounce.
Not taste defeat again.
And here we go.
Waste your breath.
Slamming into one flank very, very quickly, smashing through them. And then when the enemy units turn to engage this new threat, more cavalry pour out of the trees behind them. And the enemy rear is now in serious trouble. He has indeed. Zhao Xiaotain leaving his opponent lying in a pool of his own blood. What's left of the enemy infantry have now engaged our spears. Now the spears won't be doing much damage, but they just need to hold the line for long enough. Long enough for our cavalry to do their dirty work, and they are doing their dirty work very, very quickly. As you can see already, the enemy rear forces have just been crushed. A few last spears still hanging on for dear life, but they're not going to last much longer. And with those units defeated, we're now going to push forward. They've still got some crossbows, a couple of units of mounted crossbows as well. But what's left of their army, what's left of the infantry, has engaged our spears. The spears are not doing very well here. These guys have only killed 7. In comparison, the Yellow Dragons have killed 114. So basically, the Yellow Dragons are just slowly hacking their way through our spear guards. Fortunately, help is on the way as our cavalry now head straight towards the rear of the enemy missile units. Yeah, they're not going to last very long. And Cao Su engaging Lai Jin. I think Cao Su's going to win that one pretty easily. He does have quite a good spear, actually. And a very vibrant outfit. I mean, that is very red, isn't it? Come on. Oh. He's a gusher. He's a gusher. Or he was, until obviously he ran out of blood. So the missile units have been annihilated. We're catching up some of these crossbow units as well. Not we really need to worry about them. They're running out of ammo anyway. And our cavalry now just moving into position, getting ready to hit the enemy infantry in the rear, which is going to save our poor spearmen from getting completely annihilated. These guys, they're a little bit winded, a little bit tired, and apparently we've got some lag. Sometimes you just get a little bit of lag in these replays, and I don't know why. It's weird. Didn't get it in the battle. Yeah, seeing what's about to happen to them, the enemy infantry runs, but doesn't really get that far. The Yellow Dragon is still doggedly holding on, but only for a little while longer than the rest of their friends before they break and run. If the city garrison was expecting reinforcements, they're going to be sorely disappointed. Oh, look at that strategy. Those tactics. Oh, makes my nipples a little bit erect just thinking about it, having witnessed it. Look at that. An enemy army completely crushed. Tang Si, you're agile, you're one-eyed, apparently. Oh dear. Tempered iron skin. You're a court noble. You're 50. I'm just gonna release you, I think.
Run back to your masters.
And you're scholarly, you're feared, you're creative. You're quite nice, actually. Let's let you go, and hopefully you'll be back. You're charismatic, you are clever, committed, but maimed. And you're friends with Sima Ai. What else have you got? You've got Master's Leather. Yeah. It's alright. I'm just going to release you. Let's release all of them. I will recruit, because we need those reinforcements. Apparently, it looks like the garrison, even without its reinforcements, is going to go for it. I mean, they got balls, I'll give them that. I suspect that's pretty much all they've got, though. At least it's raining, so he'll be put out fairly soon, won't he? See, he's gone out already. He's fine. You all right, buddy? I don't think he's okay. I don't think he's okay. But fortunately, now the forest is on fire, everyone can see what they're doing. Because it's a bit of a dark and stormy day? Night? I guess day. Look, it's one of those really dank days, isn't it? But, you know, a little bit of fire is really going to lighten their spirits. In some cases, literally. So there's a couple of units of infantry of Jing moving ahead of the main force. For some reason, not 100% sure why they're doing that. The rest of the army, back here, being led by Chu Fangshu and Huang Fushang, along with Chai Shushen, I want to say. Probably badly. Our army is set up on the hill over here. Of course, this is our elite force, so we've got our warriors of Shu, maybe, and some additional lag. Thank you. Good. Hopefully that's the only bits. And then, of course, we've got our Onyx Dragons. Oh, I love these guys. They are super fast firing and do a lot of damage. So I got 46 shots. They will use that pretty rapidly. Here comes the two spears, and we're just about to find out how quickly they do fire as a withering volley, sustained volley. I mean, look how fast they fire. I mean, literally, it's just wave upon wave. Some of these guys are firing. The arrows haven't even had time to... I reckon they can get 3 volleys in the air. So already these guys are in a lot of trouble. These guys now taking some fire as well. And, yeah, not taking it very well. Look at that. So they're going down pretty quickly. Yes. So we've got some cavalry coming out of the forest now. A couple of units of these saber cavalry on our right flank. We've got some of our cavalry here, so we've got some jade dragons and a couple of units of Dao sword guard cavalry. And on the left, similar, being led by He Lun. So already one of the infantry units has been completely devastated by our arrow fire. We're now concentrating arrow fire on the saber cavalry. These guys are pretty missile resistant. I mean, not enough, but they are pretty missile resistant. Our cavalry now coming through down into the trees, smashing into the enemy cavalry. They are really taking a toll on those guys. More cavalry approaching the main army now coming out of the tree line. No one wants to duel me. I don't blame them. So we're keeping our flanks secure with our cavalry. Sima Yue is chasing down Shu Fangshu, doesn't want to fight. And our cavalry is dealing with the enemy cavalry, keeping our flanks secure. There are archers concentrating fire on the enemy archers, trying to knock them out before they do too much damage. Our cavalry is poised in the forest, so we've got a couple of spear units coming up the flank. They're taking some arrow fire. We're trying to help out our cavalry. Don't want them to have to charge directly into spear units. That would be a bad idea. Our Onyx Dragons is taking apart units as and when they can. Going to get a nice little charge here. G Militia don't form up in time. We finally managed to get Sima Yue into a duel with that guy.
That you can both talk and battle.
I mean, Guan's pretty much chilling, really. In come our infantry, the warriors of Shu charging in. Getting a lovely charge there. Our cavalry moving around behind. Trying to get around through, past these spears. Our infantry is now advancing, taking on these infantry of Jing. These spear guys not going to do well against our warriors. They're going to get cut to pieces, while our archers just still concentrating on any unit they can spot, especially archers. Taking out those is pretty useful. Cavalry on the right flank just mopping up the last few units, and then we're just going to go and head straight for their archers. On left flank we've got the infantry of Jing still engaged with our Dao sword guards, who are taking quite a bit of punishment there. The warriors though managing to just cut through them. Our cavalry now free to go and chase down some of these archer units, and of course these guys have 85% missile resistance. Shooting them does barely nothing. There's barely anything. That's proper words. Good. How's Sima Yue doing? Sima Yue struggles in duels, and I don't know why. He should be like just wiping the floor with this guy. He's awful. But he's struggling. I mean, he's still going to win this. He's covered in mud though. It's awful. It's probably in rain, isn't it? Well, I hope he didn't need all that blood, because he doesn't have it anymore. Lots of trees on fire. This is basically an ecological disaster in progress. Our cavalry now running down the enemy artillery, making short work of that, taking out these archers as well. And with that general's death, basically the enemy army is almost in full retreat. Just this one down here, Shu Fangshu, who doesn't want to fight, but is getting locked down in combat with our warriors. And with Sima Yue on foot, actually getting them on foot does make life a lot easier. There we go. Another one down. Apparently, he's looking a bit faded though, isn't he? It's probably all the mud. That's my thinking. With the two generals dead and the other general in full retreat, the rest of the army breaks and runs, and it's just a case of chasing down as many as possible to make the resulting siege easier on us. Well, that worked out really well. It's not often that I have a plan and it actually turns out to work. You're temperamental, you're elusive, and you're arrogant. Yeah, you're just going to release you, I think.
It would be unjust to punish them further.
Well, I mean, you're brilliant, which is a really nice trait. Temperamental and cruel. I mean, only really a problem if you are advisor, heir, or faction leader, I guess. Plenty of instinct. Brilliant's quite good. Do I take Shu Fangshu? How, you're 30. You know what? All right, we'll take you. We'll take you. Let's take the replenishment, because money isn't really an issue for us at the moment, and I'm mostly worried about just having enough troops to take the city. Not that I think that should be particularly difficult now that we... And what I love is that it creates its own sort of little narrative there, that we laid siege to the city, reinforcements rushing to the aid, and I imagine like the city thinks, oh, we're going to get reinforcements, well, we can sally out and take them. Turns out, no, they couldn't. You want war against who? Oh, Ruin Shen, which is that guy that... No, because... No.
We would be no threat to you.
Bang Chang. Bai Chang. Bang Chang? Bai Chang. Bai Chang, you are over there. I'm just going to reject that because I might want to kill you later. And I've got enough money. I don't really need the money. I'm flush with cash. Sold all my food to people who are starving. Turns out they really needed it. Isn't this the person I said was probably a spy? Oh, Min. Oh, Min. I mean, it's a shame you can't see where the spy is. I'm fairly I know who it is. It's in it's an all-girl army, isn't it? I'll just employ her. Is it here? Oh, no, she's here. No, Min. Where's Min? I think she's with... She's here?
To attention.
Yeah, Min. She was the one I went... I imagine this is probably a spy, and then I recruited her anyway. Okay. Trying to empower trade. At least the spies are bad, so that's a thing. That's something, at least, I guess. Right, how's the best way to get to the copper mine? We'll go this way. Public order is generally fine. Little bit concerned about there might be 2 armies there, so we have to be a little bit careful. So what? I mean, we could go and chase down this army down here, but to be honest, mind you, he'll start replenishing, won't he? We should probably go and finish him off, shouldn't we? Let's go and finish him off. Right, we'll just bop him because. Oof. I think we just chopped his arm off. Right, we will. We'll recruit.
With me.
Like the wind, not satisfied with winning the battle, our general overtakes the retreating enemy troops and lays a successful ambush, further reducing the numbers that can stand against us. G. Bloody G.
Peace through conquest.
Okay, we can
Gather your strength.
march down here. We'll be a little bit tired, but frankly, I think that'll be okay. Let's go. You are commanding, so let's go with reach to give you more. No, you know you're not commanding, are you? Shit. Oh well, never mind.
Strike as one.
I'll be honest. I'm just going right. Yeah, I don't. Right. Yeah, I think we're just going to delegate that.
Righteousness won today.
Nice, easy fight.
It is ours by right.
Yes, it is. Look at that.
Your arrival is welcome, my lord.
Is it? I think we just burned the city, so I don't think it's that welcome. Okay, we've got the trade port. We've got the city. That's all good. And there's a tea house and armor craftsman down there, which I quite like. That's got my name on it, I think. I wonder if he'd peace out if we took that. Because that would give us time. Mind you, we've kind of got the momentum at the moment. Maybe we should keep. I'm just a little bit concerned. If someone else declares war on us, then we're kind of stretched. We've got this territory, and then we kind of have this territory here. So we'll kind of have this weird sort of whatever that shape is. Like a manta ray. We'll have a manta ray with a tail. There you go.
One direction.
Is a good band, in my opinion. Let's.
Towards victory.
I don't know. Ah, there's an army down there. Okay, we'll lay a little ambush, see how that works out. We need a little bit of replenishment. That will be fine. Good. Yeah, we're crushing this little force down here. They've got the copper mine and the livestock farm, both of which we at some point we really need to declare war on. I think this guy, because he's got a few settlements that we kind of need to fill up. It's like Monopoly. You need to collect the entire set, and I think probably Ruin Shen is next. I mean, they did just ask us to declare war on him, and we said no, but that's because it's not the right time. Cao Su is stalwart, which is nice. Good for him.
Take heart. Summer follows spring.
It does. That's true. Good. That, you know, it is a learning. I like to think that we learn something every day on this channel, and we've learned that summer follows spring, so that's good. Like that a lot. Let's upgrade you because, you know, that's fine. Merchant house will upset the nobles. Where? Oh, they're always unhappy though. They're always grumpy buggers, aren't they? We could do this. That would give us more noble support. Let's do that. Not much, but it's something. Let's get the judiciary there because that's low. That removes, well, the lowers some corruption. The nobles are fairly happy here, so we can upset them by building like a merchant registry office. Apparently that's going to piss them off. Don't know why. What's this one here? Farm tool distribution. More food. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay, yeah. And we've got so much money at the moment. I'm just going to just go through everything and upgrade. To be honest, we don't need the defences here now, so we could actually demolish that and upgrade like this. I mean, anything that gives us a little bit of extra cash. That's going to use food, but give us more peasantry income. Okay. We could get the Grand Judiciary. What do we need to do this? We need jade and artisans for the adjacent command. Oh, we need some jade. Can we trade with anyone else? No. Who are we trading with? I forget. I forget who we're trading with. Right, we've got 8 trade partners. Not Sima Ai. Apparently that's suspended. Because I guess he doesn't have... No, I don't... Why is that a problem? We got Oh, because he doesn't have a port. Is that why? He doesn't have a port. That's why. Okay. But no one's got jade. I mean, and there's a jade mine. We need our trade with Sima Wei. What my jade? Okay, well, I won't worry about that too much. It's fine. I can live without jade. We could maybe get another building slot. And we've got plenty of food, right? Sure, let's do that. Let's get more stuff. You could get another building slot with you. It's only another 6 food, isn't it? Yeah, be alright. We've got loads of food. At the moment, we're just selling it to needy, starving people. And it's working out great. Making so much cash. Cold, hard cash. And that's helping us then build up our infrastructure. That means we can then build more stuff, get more food, sell it to the starving people again. It's a nice little cycle. I mean, obviously, the starving people aren't so good. But in every other respect, it's fine.
To avoid unnecessary conflict.
Oh, well, that would be, yeah. Sao Wan Shu. Who the fuck are you? There you are. You are right in the centre. Right. Is that a problem, do we think? I mean, no one's going to be upset by that, and Sima Liang apparently will like it quite a bit,
Your
so...
wisdom reveals a kindred spirit.
I like to think so, yes. That is true, I think. Okay, Malran declared war on that guy. Okay, Sima Ai liberated... Okay, sure. Vassal... Okay, that guy... Okay, good. Is that good? Declared war on Malren. Okay. The patient tactician. He learned apparently more satisfaction because we go play some game or something. Good. Like to play some games. Sima Chan is dutiful. Oh, good. We got another tycoon, which is fine. A whole bunch of people have probably all spies. They're all spies. They're all out to get me. Infamy, infamy. They've all got an infamy. What do we have here? So, small region. Okay, so we've got the Grand Tea House, but we don't have any tea there. Well, yet. We've got a farming estate, so that's more population, some income from peasantry, more... I mean, we don't really have food here. So I'm kind of thinking, let's knock that down. Market offices, okay. Income from trade, which is fine. This again, I'm not... I think we need to do some fiddling. We've got the coastal trading town here, but the tea house also gives commerce income. So we really want to build this into a commerce sort of hive of commerce. Do we want to upgrade the city? Because that gives us another building slot, wouldn't it? Let's do that. And we're going to quickly secure our tea house and the armour craftsman. In fact, shall we just go and grab the armour craftsman now?
It will be folly.
Not today.
Oh, hello. Hello there.
Hold the gin.
Impossible.
What's the garrison like? Garrison is beefy. The garrison is beefy. We could send Cao Su in support and get both of us in here.
Break their spirit.
I mean, the army's a little bit battered, but it says close victory. I'm not surprised considering we've got all of the trebuchets, but we should be able to take the armor craftsman and then the tea house up next. But that is going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode of the Sima Yue Campaign.